This is the continuation of the part 2 of number system. In this, we are going to deal with the subtopics, definition of even numbers and odd numbers, facts behind their arithmetical operation, that is, what will be the result when an odd number is multiplied with even number and odd number is added with odd number or even number, etc. Then the third one is Indian and international numeral system. Under this, we are going to know about the numeral system, way of writing the numbers in way of Indian and international numeral system. The next one is place value and face value. What is said to be the place value of a certain number and face value for that. Then perfect number, definition and examples. And the last one is finding more fractional values between two integers and also as well two fractional values. So let's move on to the first definition of even numbers and odd numbers. So even number, any integer that can be exactly divided by 2. Say for example, any number which is having at the end 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, which number is said to be the even number. So the last place must be a even number should be placed. Say for example, 142 is an even number, 95402 which is an even number. In case if I am writing 6 near to that, this will become a 6-digit number. Here this is also an even number. So one more number, 1008. So these all are said to be even numbers. Okay, what is the definition of odd number? Any integer that cannot be exactly divided by 2. How to tell while go through a number itself whether it is not divisible by 2? Simple way, that number if it is at the end it is possessing 1, 3, 5, 7 or 9. If you find at the last digit these 5 numbers, then simply you can say it is an odd number and it is not going to be divided by 2 exactly. Say for example, 153 is an odd number, 309 which is an odd number, 652861 which is also an odd number. The first definition part got over. The next one is facts behind their arithmetical operations. Say for example, any odd number plus another odd number, the result will be even always. Say for example, 3 plus 3 which is going to be 6 which is a even number, or else if you are taking 3 plus 5, the result will be even. Similarly, odd number minus odd number also, the result will be even always. Let me take 7 over here and 5 another odd number. 7 minus 5 results in 2 which is an even number. So these are the rules and facts that won't change if you are changing the number. The next one is even plus even. The result will be in terms of even. That is, 2 is an even number plus 6 is another even number. 2 plus 6, the result will be 8. Then the next one, even number minus even number. The result will be going to even again. So here 6 minus 2 I can take, the result is even number 4. So odd plus odd, odd minus odd. Simply you can take odd plus or minus odd, the result will be even. Like that you can take. And the next one is even plus or even and even minus even, both the results are going to be even. So you can say even plus or minus even, the result will be even always. Now the combination of even number with odd number, that is even number plus odd number, the result will be odd number. Say for example, even number you can take 8, odd number you can take 1, the final result is 9 which is an odd number. Similarly, odd plus even, that is same. For your reference, I am giving this odd plus even or even plus odd, both are same. So here I am taking another odd number 3 plus even number 6, that is also 9 which is an odd number. Okay, subtraction, even minus odd. Finally, the result is going to be odd. Say for example, 6 minus 3, the result is 3, which is an odd number. One more thing, odd minus even. Here also we can expect the same result, which is going to be the odd. Say for example, 11 is a odd number, 8 is a even number, 11 minus 8, which is going to be the 3. So, even plus or minus odd, the final result is going to be the odd. Even odd plus or minus even, the result is going to be the odd. Then dealing with multiplication, odd number into odd number will always give you the result of odd number. Say for example, 3 into 3, the result is 9, which is an odd number, and even number into even number, the result is going to be even always. Say for example, you can take here 8 and 8, which is going to be 64, which is an even number. Combining with odd and even, what will be the result? That is also even. Odd into even, the result will be even. Let us take any number 5 here, which is an odd number, and even number, that is 10. 5 into 10, which is 50, which is even number. These kinds of rules are, it is helpful to you to understand the concept of squaring numbers. That is, 3 square is 9. So, square of any odd number will result in odd. So, square of any even number will result in even number. Such the case, it will be useful. Also, it is helpful to crack many questions in the competitive examination. So, here, Indian and international numeral system. Numeral means how we are writing a number to represent a particular number. For that, we are using the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Here we are having these 10 digits to represent any number. We are representing the number with the help of these digits, and this 0 is said to be insignificant digit, and the other 9 digits are said to be the significant digits. Why we are calling in the name of insignificant digit? Why? Because 0 doesn't possess any value individually. It has only the value while combining with the other numbers. So, under the number system, we are just using these 10 digits to represent any number with different place values. Generally, any number can be written in 2 ways. That is, in terms of notation and in terms of numeration. Under notation, a particular number is written as figures. Say for example, the number 460 can be written as 460. Under the numeration, how the number is denoted is 460 in terms of words. So, while representing a numbers in words is said to be the numeration, and the same we are using figures, which is known as the notation. So, the number is an idea and the numeral is how do we write the number. Now, under Indian system, these are the place values we are having, that is ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, lakhs, 10 lakhs, crore and 10 crore. So, after 10 crore, we are having Arab, Karab, Nil, Padma, Shank and Mahashanks, all those values. However, in general, we are calling after 10 crore, 100 crores, 1000 crores like that. But in case of the point of competitive examination, only it is enough to know up to the crore value. That is the 10 power 0, which is said to be ones. 10 power 1 is said to be tens, 10 power 2 which is 100, 10 power 3 which is 1000, 10 power 4 which is 10,000, 10 power 5 which is said to be lakh, 10 power 6 is 10 lakh and 10 power 7 is crore and 10 power 8 is 10 crore. So, for this, now I am going to give you a number, how to read and write that number, let's see. Now, I have given one number that is possessing 9-digit number, how to read it in Indian system. Here this 8 and 6 are placed under crore and 10 crore. So, it is said to be 86 crores, 54 lakhs, 32,761. So under Indian system, the first comma is placed after the hundreds digit post, which are placed after every 2 digits, that is 2 here, 2 here. Like that, how many numbers you want to place these comma after every 2 digits except the first comma. Always the first comma is to be placed over the 100 digits. Then the next one, how to write in words. Then the proper way of writing these values in terms of words: 86 crores, 54 lakhs, 32,761. Let us learn how to write the same number under the International Numeral System. Now the same number we are going to write under the International System. Proceeding to that, we can know the place values one by one. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000. Up to this, it is repeating like the Indian system. From this point, it is changing. There we got lakhs. Instead, here we want to pronounce it as 100,000. 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. Following that, million, 10 million and 100 million. After million, there are so many values, billion, trillions and all. So this is enough to make the competitive examination. So here 10 power 0 to 10 power 8, at last 10 power 8, which is ending with the 100 million. So now I got the same value what we are taken for the Indian system, 865432,761. So under the international system, the first comma is placed after the hundreds place, that is after the first 3 digits, the first comma is placed. So after that, following every 3 digits, after every 3 digits you want to place these commas, unlike Indian system. So up to this, Indian and international system both are placing the commas in the same place. After that, Indian was dealing with placing the commas after every 2 places. Here we are making just 3 places, that's all. So now how to read the number? So these 3 numbers are fall under the million category. So 865 millions. Then 432,761. Now how to write this? This is the way of writing the given number under the International Numeral System, that is 865 millions 432,761. The next one is face value and place value. Definition for face value: it is the value of the digit itself. So whenever in a given number you need to find the face value is simply that number itself, that is face value of 1. So 1 is here presented under the ones place, no problem. Wherever the number is situated, irrespective of the situated position, you want to write face value of 1 is 1, face value of 3 is 3, irrespective of the placing position. Here ones, tens, hundreds and thousands are the position. 3 is even placed in the 1000 position. Irrespective of the 1000 position, we are writing simply 3. This is simple, the face value. The next one is place value. Here only you want to consider all the place values of the numbers. Here it is ones place, it is tens, it is hundreds and it is thousands. What is the standard definition for place value is? It is the face value of the digit multiplied by the place value at which it is situated. Where it is situated, it is to be noted first, and you want to multiply the place value with the number itself. Then you want to tell me the place value. Say for example, what is the place value of 3 in this number? Place value. So where it is posited? Here the 1000 place it is accommodated. So here 3 into the 1000 position. So 3 into 1000, which is 3000. So you will have to answer which is 3000. So whenever I am asking you what is the place value of 9, simply the answer is 900. What is the place value of 1? Simply 1. So only the face value and place value of a number remains same at the unit digit. So these kinds of questions will be given in the exam. So such as in a way of face value of 9 is to be multiplied with the place value of 3, Like that they can give. So only you can answer if you know the meaning of the each terms. Perfect number. Perfect number is a positive integer which equals to the sum of all of its positive factors excluding the number itself. Say for example, let's take the number 6. What are the factors of 6? 1 is a factor of every number. We all know that. And that number is also the factor of that number itself. What are the other factors? When you factorize 6, you will get 2 into 3. So 2 is one of the factor and 3 is also one of the factor. And one more factor, the number itself. Okay. Whenever I am asking you what are the factors of 6, you want to say 1 is already default every factor of every number, then the number itself, that is 6 is also a factor. After that you can make the factor tree and make 2 and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 6 all are the factors of 6. This is the first part. In the second part, coming to the point of perfect number which is equals to the sum of all of its positive factors excluding the number itself. So except this number itself, the summation of 1 plus 2 plus 3 which should be equal to this number, then this number is said to be a perfect number. Let's check here. 1 plus 2, 3 plus 3, 6. Yes, both the sides. Here 6 equal to 6. Then this number is said to be a perfect number. So one of such a perfect number is 6. Now let's check the same example with number 28. Let's factorize first. 28 can be written as 2 and 14. 2 times 14 is said to be 28. Again making factor tree, 2 into 7. After that, no other factors. Why? Because 2 and 7 are prime numbers. So let me write first. 1 is the factor of every number. Right? I have taken then the number itself. 28 is the factor of 28 itself. Let's take first, then we can remove it. Then the next one, 2 is the factor of 28. 14 is the factor of 28 and 2 into 2 which is 4 is a factor of 28 and 7 is also a factor of 28. We have collected here 6 factors. So except this, we want to sum up all the 5 factors and check whether it is equal to 28 or not. So 28 must be equal to all of its factors, 1 plus 2 plus 14 plus 4 plus 7. Then it is said to be a perfect number. So 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 14, 17. 17 plus 4 which is 21. 21 plus 7, 28. Yes. In the right side I got 28. Both are equal. Then we can call this number as a perfect number. In mathematics, there are 4 perfect numbers up to the range of 10,000. At least you must know that. 6 is a perfect number. 28 is another perfect number. 496 is another perfect number. So if you make their factors and you want to sum up all the factors except 496, you will be getting the sum of 496 exactly. Then one more perfect number is 8128. You are not requiring to do all these calculations in the exam, but you must know what is a perfect number and what are the sum of the numbers between some of the range, that is up to 10,000 it is enough. So you want to know all these 4. So in the exam how the questions will be is from the following which is not a perfect number. So except these, what is the number given, you can simply pick up, or one of the number will be given under the option and they will be asking you tell me which is the perfect number. So you can pick it one of the number from that. That's all. So in this finding more fractional values between 2 integers or 2 fractional values, let us do the first type of finding the fractional values between 1 and 2. Here it is given finding any 3 rational numbers in the P by Q form between 1 and 2. So any fractions are those terms which will have numerator and the denominator part. Here we want to find between 1 and 2 3 rational numbers. In the first part we have learned how to find the mid number. If you can use that formula whenever it is required to find only one number in between one number. Here more than 3 numbers or 10 numbers, how to solve it using a single trick that we are going to learn now. So now you want to know the concept of integers to fraction. So any integer can be represented as a fraction where the denominator part will be always 1. Say for example, number 14. It is an integer value, no decimals, no denominator at all. But if you want to write this integer in terms of fraction, you can write as 14 by 1 where the denominator part will be always equal to 1. So in such a way, I am going to write 1 and 2 first. So here 1 can be written as 1 by 1 and 2 can be written as 2 by 1. This is a starting number and this is an ending number. In between we want 3 rational numbers. For that I have accommodated like this. Okay, now how many numbers we want to find? They are asking to find 3 rational numbers. So take 3 plus 1. Whenever it is given 5 rational numbers, you want to take 5 plus 1. Like that you want to make plus 1 values. That's all. So here 3 is given, so I am making 3 plus 1 4. What is 4? 4 is to be multiplied with the numerator part and denominator part. 4 by 4. Here also you want to do the same, 4 by 4. Now what is the final result? 1 into 4 is 4. In the denominator 1 into 4 is 4. Simply I got the first number as 4 by 4 which is equal to 1. Next thing, 2 into 4 is 8 and 1 into 4 is 4. Simply 8 by 4 is going to 2. So, instead of the integer value, we are moving with the fractional value to get the 3 middle fractional numbers. Now, it is very easy to find the other fractional number. What is that? What is the number after 4? 5. After 5, 6, then 7. Simply I have written the succeeding numbers 4 by 4. Here it is going to be 5 by 4 which is the next number. The next number is 6 by 4. Then the next number is 7 by 4. At last we got 8 by 4. Simply we got the 3 fractional numbers in between 1 and 2. Simply this is nothing. This is 1.25, this is 1.5 and this is 1.5. When you are very well versed in the decimal point, you can say that. So but in case of fractions, no need to confuse with this. Simply you can take what are the requirement plus 1 value. It is to be multiplied with the numerator and denominator and you can simply find the mid values between them. Now how to deal with the fractional values? Here it is given integer, right? We have done. What to do when these two values are given in terms of fraction? Let's see now. The next one is find few numbers between two rational numbers. Here the word few means you can find any numbers, that is 10 numbers, 20 numbers or even one number like that. For that what you want to do is both the numbers are to be in terms of fraction first. Yes, it is given. Then the next step is finding the LCM between the denominators. So what are the denominators? 3 and 5. Now finding the LCM between these, definitely it is going to be the product. Why? Because 3 and 5 are co-primes. However, I am using the traditional method over here. So 3 into 5, 15. LCM is 15. Yes, I got. Then the next step is converting this denominator into 15. So let me take first 1 by 3. So how to make this 3 into 15? Only by multiplying 5 with the term. So whenever you are multiplying the denominator with any number, the same process want to be done with the numerator. That's why I have taken 5 by 5. The next thing, 1 by 5. The next number, here also this 5 is to be converted to the LCM value, that is 15. So into 3 by 3, I will get 5 into 3 is 15. So 1 into 3 is 3. Now what is the exact value? 1 into 5 is 5 and 3 into 5 is 15. This is one of the number we are going to take instead of 1 by 3. The next one, 1 into 3 is 3 and 5 into 3 is 15. This is the another number we are going to take instead of 1 by 5. Now we can find as many numbers we require between these two numbers. Say for example 10 numbers, 10 fractional numbers I am required. So here 5 by 15 and 3 by 15, what are the 10 numbers? So for that 3 by 15 is the first number, at last 5 by 15, in between so many numbers are there. But While looking at this, we can simply say 4 by 15 is one of the number. Other numbers we don't know. Why? Because the numerator points are increasing, the denominator remaining same. So whenever I am requiring more numbers, that number is to be multiplied with both the values. That is 10 numbers means I have taken 3 into 10 and the denominator into 10. Okay, leave that 4 by 15 and the same 10 is to be multiplied with the end of the number. This is in case of fraction, you can do this. So 5 into 10 will become 50 and 15 into 10 will become 150. This is the ending point. What is the starting point? 3 into 10, 30 by 15 into 10, 150. Now you can collect as many numbers as possible between 30 to 50. What are the numbers? 31 by 150 is one of the number, 32 by 150, 33 by 150, 34 by 150, 39 by 150 and 41 by 150. Like that, you can collect so many numbers up to 49. Why? Because after 49, the range will come to 50 by 150. Here we are having 20 such numbers. From that, you can pick up any of the 10 numbers. So these are the tips and techniques we are using while finding the in-between fractions between integers and fractions. In this session, we have dealt with so many concepts on the number system. In the next upcoming sessions, we are going to deal with practice problems on number system. Subscribe our channel for more upcoming videos.